Why is having problems a good thing for aspiring entrepreneurs? In 2007, designers Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia were facing financial trouble. Neither had a steady job. They were struggling to pay off the rent of their humble San Francisco apartment. They did not have marketable assets of note. As it so happened, a design conference had just come to town and hotel bookings were through the roof. Suddenly, their apartment seemed like an asset to solve a real problem. The next day, Brian and Joe had put up a web ad. A week later, they were hosting 3 people: a young Indian man, a young Boston woman, and a middle-aged Utah dad, all willing to pay $80 rent per night. Shortly after the conclusion of their experiment, Brian and Joe joined forces with friend and brilliant programmer/geek Nathan Bletcherzik to create a website for their listings. Having tasted success, they were already thinking about scaling up to handle more booking traffic. Surely other hotel goers face similar issues. Fast forward a few years, and this humble what-if experiment to address a real problem ended up spawning industry disruptor Airbnb, or Air Bed and Breakfast. Airbnb currently has an approximately $71 billion valuation as of October 2022, and over 3 million listings in around 200 countries. Stories like Airbnb are inspiring to say the least for aspiring entrepreneurs. What is, however, often typically missed in these stories is the details of the journey. For every Airbnb story, there are many stories of failure. In the case of Airbnb, there were solid reasons behind their success, clear measures they took, tools they utilized, and perhaps most importantly, questions they asked to help avoid the usual pitfalls of startups. Chief among the reasons behind Airbnb's rapid growth was their ability to identify and transform customer problems into fund sourcing opportunities. In summer 2008, it so happened that then presidential candidate Barack Obama was to deliver a speech at the DNC in Denver, Colorado, with an expected turnout of around 100,000. The 3 founding partners of Airbnb had just launched their website, and both traffic and revenue streams were still weak. In an inspired move, the partners proceeded to capitalize on election campaign fever by purchasing cereal in bulk, repackaging, and reselling it under limited edition brands, Obama's O's and Captain McCain. Selling 800 of these boxes at $40 each, they made their first $30,000. Through a combination of resourcefulness and appeal to the right angel investors, Y Combinators, and venture capitalists, the partners were able to grow Airbnb to its $1.3 billion valuation, $120 million of which came from venture capitalists. A key realization came in the early stages when the partners realized the problem that they were not making enough money off their website despite significant traffic. Per usual, they came up with the aggressive yet clever measure to charge commission fees, reaching 15% of booking value on transactions conducted via their website. The story of Airbnb is rich in anecdotes on problems that, on closer look, revealed themselves as opportunities in disguise. To begin with, their first experience with the San Fran conference helped Brian and Joe perceive the very real market problems of hotel demand seasonality, local demand spikes, and supply shortages for hotel rooms, especially given major events and conferences, and the impact this had on prices. They recognized the asset value of their own real estate under such conditions, coupled with their ability to provide competitive prices. What if they were to simply rent out air mattresses on their living room floor and cook breakfast for their guests? After the San Fran conference, they were left to reflect on their experiment's results. What if they could scale it? Was there a market niche out there for the service they had just offered? While their starting point was local, they were quick to realize that this was a problem which scaled globally. The hotel infrastructure of even major cities can sometimes lag in accommodating major events. Sufficiently savvy enough to put up an initial web page, they nonetheless realized the need to partner up with a tech expert who could help them scale their website to handle high booking traffic, and so solicited the best programmer they could find in Nathan Bletcherzik. Perhaps most importantly, their experience taught them that even the slickest tech is a waste of effort and cash to a startup or scale-up, unless guided by savvy marketing and monetization strategies. Airbnb is thus at its core a marriage of keen product attention to customer pain points addressed with sound tech, sales, and marketing. A key takeaway of the Airbnb story is for aspiring entrepreneurs to reframe their mindset towards problems, especially those with existing market solutions, to perceive those as opportunities and to research methods to address said gaps. Listening to customers' pain points engenders understanding of opportunities, which in turn leads design thinking towards marketable solutions. To quote Thomas Apong of Entrepreneur.com, Google made search better. Amazon simplified online buying and selling. Netflix solved on-demand streaming media. Uber is trying to make on-demand car service better. What can you make smarter or better?